A shattered dream. From an industrial trash bin, a soft, aimless melody rose from beneath. Its source, a Soon Mama, sang to her tummy babies. She hadn't felt them move, but that probably meant they were just sleeping.
Mama love babies, babies love mama. Mama take babies to Scary Land and give babies all the nummies and milk.
Her stomach growled when she mentioned nummies, but she pressed on.
And mama never have tummy hoodies again, and babies will grow big and strong, and...
The mare gritted her teeth, realizing what's about to occur. She tried her hardest to stifle the cries of biggest poopies that no mother could prevent, try as they may. As she fell into labor, the outgoing yells of metal monsters cut through her groaning. Their bright eyes briefly illuminate the unkept dumpster she inhabited. She was used to them by now, and hoped her babies were too. Her legs spazzed about, occasionally brushing against the old cardboard box that she called Nesty. Liquid excrement and amniotic fluid began to trickle out from her rear. One of the tummy babies emerged from behind before falling onto the already soiled floor. The sudden, wet impact resembled a small handful of mashed potatoes being dropped onto the ground. The newly born foal remained there, unmoving.
Please, no give more huggies, babies,
she murmured, before feeling a similar tension once more, eliciting another yelp of discomfort. Her body was undergoing such painful sensory overload that not one was made. Many forevers later, she felt her special place calm down. It was well into darky time now, and she noticed how there were fewer metal monsters out and about. But she also noticed that all she heard were the monsters.
babies.
She meekly implored, slowly standing up to turn around and see what her new and pretty babies looked like. A cluster of colorful, inanimate lumps of hair lay before her. Some had tiny bumps on their backs. 2 of them had the same bumps on their heads.
Make chubbies, babies. For mama?
No response. No chirps. No. Oh?
Noggin, please. What's this, baby? No have forever sweepies?
The sole survivor sluggishly wrangled about, blindly searching for a caring mother to save it.
Mama, I'm here. Mama, I'm here, baby.
Mustering the last of her strength, she gently pushed the wheezing foal over to her milky place to nurse. And yet, the foal didn't seem to want it.
Baby? Drink milkies, please. Baby need milkies.
Its small front legs rested on a crotch tit, but its mouth didn't close onto it. The mare watched in silence as its legs slowly let go. It sank to the ground, ceasing to move.
No. Baby. Baby.
She collapsed, exhaustion overtaking her instincts to feed, sing, and care for her lost offspring. Upon landing, her ribcage collided with the stained ground, but she didn't seem to notice.
Noggin.
The nummy pile a few inches away was toppled as a faint breeze swept through, displacing some of the wilted leaves and a few flowers, hardly making a noise as they flitted down.
Noggin.
As her body slumped to the floor, one of her hind legs bumped into a small skull. And maybe a dozen or more rest nearby.
Noggin. again.
Memories of a life she once had re-emerged despite her efforts to suppress them. Her special friend, her favorite babies, the loud and scary monster that ate them all up. Their screams of terror circled through her head, only to be cut short when the monster closed its mouth shut. She could see her special friend clearly, with his eyes locked onto her until his body was stolen away. From the depths of her mind, she heard her mother serenading her with a beautiful song about Skettyland, where daddies and mommies and babies could all play together without ever getting hurties, as well as being laughed at by meanie humans who said there's no such thing as Skettyland whenever she asked them to help her find it.
One day.
Maybe Skettyland doesn't exist after all.